My name is Dr. Seán Bracken. I'm a principal lecturer within the Department for Education and Inclusion, and I am the coordinator for Inclusion by Design. There are three main priority areas within the group, I would say. The first and overarching one is inclusion. That's in the title, Inclusion by Design. So we're interested in looking at diversity and inclusion and equality and how they play out. So that overarching area of inclusion is the one that drives the research group. I would say that innovation is also a major focus for the research group. So thinking about the uses of technologies, for example, and how technologies can provide affordances to strengthen inclusion, equality, and diversity. And the third area I would suggest is internationalization. So if we think about inclusion, we think about innovation, and we think about internationalization and the interplays between all of those kind of critical areas. So Inclusion by Design aims to use the principles of design-based research, lesson study, other types of kind of action research-based approaches, really to develop a more inclusive educational experience and a more inclusive society. So the membership within Inclusion by Design is really quite diverse. We have colleagues who come from the field of education, colleagues who come from the field of health and well-being and nursing, and students, I would say, as well. So we work to challenge silos, traditional silos, and we work to challenge insularity by looking beyond. And that looking beyond extends to the local, the regional, and the international. So how we engage colleagues to create innovation within and beyond the university. And in terms of internationalization, we have key partners in key countries such as Morocco, for example, and working with the University of Ibn Zohr, and how they have managed to transform their curriculum to emphasize aspects of inclusion. And looking at the Moroccan context, obviously, it's going to be particular to colleagues in Morocco. So they, for example, have many diverse learners that come from lower socioeconomic backgrounds, first-generation learners, for example, as well. In nursing, there are some colleagues who are using virtual reality to simulate what it might be like, for example, to have autism. So there are opportunities for nurses to gain an insight into an element of inclusion. And we've had an impact nationally in relation to some of the publications that we've had and how they have informed university policies and strategies. I think about our own inclusion toolkit, for example, and how that was initially informed by the work of Inclusion by Design, thinking about universal design for learning. And then perhaps thinking more locally how it's impacted tremendously on individuals who are part of the group, but also their courses, thinking about the nature of their courses and the foundation degrees for early childhood, for example, and how their online experience in particular has been made much more accessible in relation to universal design, thinking about those design-based principles and how they impact on practice.